It said something like, she thought that the people in the church would correct in love. If that's what God told you to do. If God said, oh, the Lord told me to say something to you. Okay, correct in love. And she felt like there was no correction in love. It was just complete assault on her.
Yeah, it was.
She was doing.
And here's... I'm going to stop talking in a second and let y'all just take it. But here's another thing for me. Correction in love. If God tells you to do something and I have a relationship... If God tells you to send me a message... Mm-hmm. And I have a relationship with God. Mm-hmm. You don't think that God is going to prick me first about the same thing?
Most definitely.
Okay. Yeah. We just want to get that clear.
Yeah.
I just want to get that clear.
I love it. That's facts, though. Like when he just talked to me directly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're in a space where we don't want to hear.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's when sometimes he
sends an interpreter to let you know like, exactly what.
Yeah.
Yeah. To confirm whatever it is.
Or he will say something to you and you'll be like, oh, okay, that was just me. And no, he sends confirmation. No, that was me, sister girl. Get it together. You know. But we're going to continue the conversation. We thank you guys for tuning. We see everybody on Spreaker, but we're going to be right back. You're listening to The Drip Podcast.
It's the drip.
It's the smoked turkey ribs. It's the sauce. It's the service. Triple S, Smoky Sweet Soul. Are you looking for a quick bite to eat for lunch? Or maybe someone to provide food for your next get-together or meeting? Why don't you try Smoky Sweet Soul? Our award-winning cuisine is certain to hit the mark. Call us at 216-338-0518 for catering or to schedule the food truck to come to your job or special event. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or at www.smokysweetsoul.com. That's SMOKYSWEETSOUL. Everybody loves it. Smoky Sweet Soul. Come hungry, leave happy.
Create eye-catching designs that will make your apparel top of the line. The possibilities are endless with ski tees and apparel. No order too large or small. One item or hundreds. No problem. With quick turnarounds. No setup charges or hidden fees. And rush services to fit your needs. Customize your look today by calling 440-462-9401. That's 440-462-9401. And also follow us on the web at skiteesapparel.com.
What's up, y'all? Your boy, I'm back again.
Hey, it's your girl Nick, and you're listening to the new single of Montreal Darrett, Through It All, available on all digital platforms. Go and download your copy today.
Hey guys, it's your girl Nick from The Drip Podcast. Don't forget to tune in every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.
You can find us on Facebook at The Drip PCast 19, on Twitter at The Drip_N for Nick, M for Mar, and on Instagram at The Drip Podcast 19.
And if you miss us live on the Spreaker app, don't fret. Check us out on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. Y'all be cool how y'all be cool. Keep it locked. It's The Drip Podcast.
You're listening to the Drip Podcast with Nic MrzMar. Keep it locked.
Hey guys, we're back with the Drip Cop Podcast.
She tripping right now.
I'm tripping.
What were you about to say? What was that was about to come out?
I don't know. I was in the middle of a cough or something. I just couldn't get my voice together.
Podcast.
But you're listening to the Drip Podcast, and we thank you guys for tuning in. We see everybody on Spreaker. We see your comments. Good conversation about Megan Good's recent comments on judgmental Christians, but we're going to finish that conversation because we be talking about it all day.
So, judgmental. Are you judgmental of people in open relationships?
You know what? What I say about open relationships, if you can deal with something like that and you guys, within your relationship, you create those rules, it's what it is. Ain't nothing opening in here.
Right. I can.
Why are y'all so against it, though?
No,
I don't understand.
Mentally, I can't.
I didn't get married to share him with anybody.
Thank you.
And if he ever got to a point where he wanted to be shared, we don't need to be married.
That's right.
But then that would go into the...
Period.
I think that's connected to the first lady thing.
Come on, let me hear your thoughts.
She does have to share her husband.
Right. Because if you're the first lady, right? If you put a number in front of that, that means that there's others underneath that. Right?
But you got to know your role. It's not we sharing them like that. We're sharing them like
but you are
spiritually.
And see, we said we're going to stop talking about church.
Okay.
Because that's the problem. That's the problem.
Our conversation. I'm the conversation connector. Okay.
Right. That's the problem I have with this first lady thing.
Right. I'm going to connect it. We're going to connect
If you are a pastor and you've been married twice, she's not your first lady.
Oh,
my husband is not calling anybody first lady but me.
Hey.
I have a problem with this whole thing here.
Okay.
But we're going to stop talking about church.
Okay. Leave it alone.
Okay. We're not talking about church.
Her little neck turn.
Yeah, I'm hot about all of that. I'm sweating.
Okay, so open relationship. Is it only acceptable when you're not married? Because there's no... like a serious I mean, there's a commitment, but it's not law. It's not on paper.
You have to define what an open relationship. I mean, open relationship is open relationship. You're sharing your partner.
It's just like a swinger.
Because open, are we talking just strictly?
I just took her pause.
It's
like, really, Mom?
Swingers.
I got the actual definition, right? Okay, so I put that up. It says that a marriage or relationship in which both partners agree that each may have sexual relations with others.
Swingers.
So
it's
they're saying sexual relations.
Yeah, you have to define. You have to define it.
But still, don't that connect you in other ways?
Emotionally, because women, we are emotional creatures, so we are tied.
So maybe
before
those of
you
us
have
that cannot
sex,
disconnect.
Before you have sex, there's other stuff going on. There's conversations. There's connection.
So are men not emotional creatures? Are we putting that label? Like,
we're not saying that they're not.
Women are the only ones that have emotional connections.
No. Okay, when we have sex, this is like studied. When we have sexual intercourse with anyone, it's an emotional connection. A man can go and just bang, 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 go on to the next one.
So you saying
bang,
a woman
bang,
can't
bang,
do
bang.
that?
Some women can, but you have some kind of connection. Like, I'm going back to that one.
From my experience, I have friends. They used to be my friends who thought that they could think like that and just bang, 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 go from one to the next. We were not built for that because we're receptors.
Yeah.
So because we're receptors, there's emotional connections that go on. So I don't care how much you think you can go and bang this one, bang that one.
I'm not saying I can think. I can.
Hey.
You can do it.
Well, all right.
But there is still
it's some kind of connection.
It is
some kind of connection.
Still,
that's just
an
how
emotional
we are.
connection.
But I think everybody's that way, not just specifically women.
I think men are. I think all of us are the same way, but because of the way that men are built, they can do something, go, and not think twice about it.
Right.
Well, the way they're built. Are we talking about genitalia?
No, we're talking about
get you a dildo.
You know what? Y'all just go too far to the left.
I'm saying it. I'm asking like what makes them built different from us, because overall we have all the same parts except those.
But
so
we're
is
not
it just
talking about
like you
parts.
said?
We're talking about internal.
But what internally makes us different?
I mean, hormones.
I need facts. I need proof, people.
Yeah, we know you do.
I need proof. What makes us different internally that women don't have that I can smash and dash?
Hormones. Listen,
men have hormones too.
They do, but they got a different level of hormones. So we got like estrogen and all that stuff. Come on now, you know. But when there's that level rise, we be now when women men start taking that estrogen, come on, they start acting a little more feminine than what they would normally be. I think.
But there's women that have high testosterone. I have a hard time with that word.
They're like men.
Testosterone.
You said they
look like men.
Some
like
do.
Everything's growing. Like you got
beards,
this, and you got a little chest hair, and just
we're all hairy individuals. We all have hair.
That's true. But I don't need a full blown beard.
And we all have a level of type of hair,
right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's got something to do because when your levels rise, it's
so. Are you trying to get to the point that all of us are the same?
We just choose
to
have a certain type of mentality. Because I can smash and dash quickly.
Okay. So you could shut
it all the way down.
Smashes and dashes.
Like, wham, bam, thank you, sir or ma'am.
OMG. And you can just walk away and not.
Why do we need to talk?
What you mean?
What connection do we need to have other than what we came here to do?
Emotional. I mean, not physical. Excuse me. Connection. Yeah. I don't need to know what you're thinking.
Because you're telling me.
All right.
A good-looking man is not aesthetically pleasing, right? Like you automatically get an emotional attachment to what you see. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, so
I don't care what you look like. If you love me and you show me like,
but we're not talking about love. I mean, forget the L word.
But so
that L word would make lust maybe.
Because you're so fine, you got something else going on too. I don't want to part of that.
But see, that's what y'all thinking too deep.
That's
think
why
you going too far.
Yeah, you don't have nothing.
It should only be surface, and that might
be. So
you
smashing and dash, and then you got something else to go along with it.
What you mean go along with
something that's gonna make you burn?
Oh,
man,
maybe.
Yes, that's too deep. When you're thinking too deep, I don't know.
Wrap that up.
I guess
like I mean, I know that don't protect you from everything.
No,
but I guess it just depends on the person. And what you need, what you're looking for, what you're seeking for.
So if you go in like, hey, I want an emotional tie or soul tie with you, of course you're gonna have a connection because that's what you're seeking.
But for me, I know what a soul tie is. Mm-hmm. I don't want that from everybody.
Right,
that's dangerous.
Special person.
So you shut that down.
Yeah, you shut it down.
So you got a switch that you just flick off. Let's say. Soul ties here.
No emotion.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to see. This brings up a whole lot of topics.
Bring it up.
I also don't want to connect myself physically to someone that I don't know anything about.
True.
That I'm not connected to in some type of way, and so that brings on how I feel about sexual relationships, intimacy. I think it's all your thought process.
And see, that's what Mara, why are you raising your hand? Say it. Just say it. Say it.
Now, you say that you're going to smash and dash with this person, okay? Mm-hmm. Right?
People.
So what if you find out down the line that you smash and dash with your cousin?
Well, they better not say nothing and it's over with.
I mean,
at that point,
always going deep in the bag, thinking about stuff.
I'm serious. Like, everybody's connected some kind of way. You don't find out that you're connected until you go to the family reunion.
That's true indeed.
So when you go to that family reunion, you be like,
that's why you don't smash and dash locally.
Oh my God!
So you going out of town?
You gotta go cross state lines, and you gotta go out of the country.
What is your mama's last name? That's all I need to know.
Okay. So when we're talking about open relationships, mm-hmm. do you think that people just bring up the topic and say, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind an open relationship," or do you think we're emotionally capable? And we're talking about people in general. Mm-hmm. And I always say you have to separate people who are married from people who are single because the
mindset is different.
The mindset is different. There are a separate set of rules for each. There's some fundamental things that, you need to follow. But do you think that people are emotionally and mentally capable of actually having an open relationship as it was defined by Free. Because for me,
no.
If Andre ever wanted to have sex with somebody